What if a lost world lies just beneath the waves, waiting to be found? What if a mystic, nearly a century ago, pinpointed its location with chilling accuracy? They called him the Sleeping Prophet. His name was Edgar Cayce, and he claimed that Atlantis, the fabled continent of legend, rests under the turquoise waters of the Caribbean. Long dismissed as myth, his visions are now being taken seriously as strange discoveries light up the ocean floor. In 2025, the truth feels closer than ever. Stay until the end, because what you're about to hear might rewrite history itself. Edgar Cayce was born in 1877 in a small Kentucky town. With only a grade school education, he was an ordinary man with an extraordinary gift. In a deep, hypnotic trance, he could diagnose illnesses, speak of ancient worlds, and see visions that defied time. His followers recorded over 14,000 readings, words that seemed to come from a realm beyond human understanding. Cayce didn't claim to be a prophet. He saw himself as a channel for divine insight. But when he spoke of Atlantis, a civilization of advanced technology and spiritual power, lost to the sea, his words carried a weight that echoes today, especially in the Caribbean. In a 1932 reading, Cayce declared, "The remnants of Atlantis lie near the islands of the West Indies. In time, they will rise again, revealing their secrets." He described a vast continent that sank 12,000 years ago, its ruins scattered across the Caribbean, particularly near the Bahamas and Cuba. He spoke of stone temples, crystal machines, and a people who wielded great knowledge but fell to greed. In his time, such claims were dismissed as fantasy. But in 2025, the Caribbean is making headlines. In 2024, marine explorers found massive underwater structures off the Bahamas, rectangular formations that defy natural geology. On X, posts about Cayce's Atlantis went viral, with thousands debating, is this the lost city he saw? Let's dive into the evidence. Cayce's readings pinpointed Bimini, a small Bahamian island, as a key Atlantean site. In 1968, the Bimini Road, a series of submerged stone blocks forming a path, was discovered exactly where he predicted. While skeptics call it a natural formation, others see it as a man-made relic. In 2024, advanced sonar revealed more structures nearby, some resembling pyramids or walls, sparking global intrigue. A viral X thread quoted Cayce's exact coordinates, noting their eerie accuracy. He also mentioned Cuba, where divers in 2001 found sunken geometric shapes off the coast. These discoveries align with his visions of a great city beneath the Caribbean. How could a man from the 1930s know this? Cayce's Atlantis wasn't just a place, it was a warning. He described a civilization that harnessed fire crystals for energy, much like modern technology, but its misuse led to cataclysmic floods. He warned that humanity faces a similar test today, with our reliance on technology and disregard for nature. In 2024, the Caribbean faced record hurricanes, with scientists linking them to climate change. On X, users connected these storms to Cayce's Atlantean cycles, suggesting the Earth is stirring where Atlantis fell. Cayce said the ruins would resurface as a sign for humanity to change course. Are these discoveries that sign? But there's a spiritual layer to Cayce's vision. He believed Atlantis was a cradle of enlightenment, where souls learned to balance power and love. In one reading, he said, "The spirits of Atlantis live again in those who seek truth." He claimed many souls today are reincarnated Atlanteans, drawn to the Caribbean to rediscover their past. In 2025, the region is a hub for spiritual tourism. Yoga retreats, shamanic ceremonies, and meditation cruises thrive in the Bahamas and Cuba. A 2024 Pew Research study found that 45% of Americans explore past life connections, with the Caribbean a top destination. On X, hashtags like Atlantis Awakening Trend, with users sharing dreams of ancient cities. Is this the awakening Cayce foresaw? Cayce also hinted at what lies ahead. He predicted that by the late 20th century, portions of Atlantis will rise, revealing artifacts that prove its existence. The 2024 Bahamas findings, coupled with Cuba's sunken structures, have archaeologists on edge. Some speculate these could be harbors or temples, matching Cayce's descriptions. He said these discoveries would spark a global shift, forcing humanity to rethink its origins. On X, a viral post claimed, "Cayce's Atlantis is real, and it's under the Caribbean." Skeptics demand more proof, but believers see a pattern. Is the lost continent finally speaking? Let's connect the dots. A mystic's visions of a sunken world. Strange structures emerging in the Caribbean. Storms and spiritual seekers converging on the same waters, and a warning that history could repeat. Edgar Cayce's prophecy paints a picture of Atlantis not as a myth, but as a truth waiting to surface. In 2025, the Caribbean is a hotspot of mystery and meaning. The question isn't whether Cayce was right. It's what we'll do when Atlantis rises. So what do you think? Is Atlantis really under the Caribbean, or is it just a legend? Do Cayce's visions hold the key, or are we chasing dreams? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this has you rethinking history, if you want to explore more of Edgar Cayce's prophecies, his insights, and the mysteries he uncovered, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Join this community of truth seekers looking beneath the waves, because Atlantis is calling, and only those who listen will hear.